Hi, teacher. Identify the major debates within in ER. The theories of international relations can be catalogued in theoretical debates in which different visions about the discipline are confronted, presenting conflict, ways of thinking, although not exclusive. Some of these theories are constructivism, institutionalism, Marxism, among others. However, two positive schools are the most relevant: realism and liberalism. And shock growing. Constructivism is becoming an important current. Why do the debates often linger without any clear winner emerging? The reason why the debates are endless is because the theories in debates is correct and both apply to the concept to the context in international relations. So the only difference is the people have their own point of view and stick on the theory they believe it is convenient and the one that best considers to be more applicable in the current panorama of the international system. And this is why it's impossible to reach a specific conclusion. Which are the established theoretical traditions in ER? How can they be since and established? The most common theories established in international relations are realism, liberalism, behaviorism, neoliberalism, neoliberalism. They are seen and established because all theories are important for the study of ER. The only difference that each one has different way of looking at the study and they apply in different ways. There are many important authors who explain and hold these doctrines as the only and true. But just and that doctrine is true, so the authors are else. Why are early in ER strongly influenced by liberalism? Liberalism is a doctrine that personally is like and consider is the most appropriate because is attacked to capitalism because it promotes private initiative and limits the intervention of the state in social, cultural, and economic life. In the early days of the ER, it was very influenced by the fact that it was a time of independence and where people want to be free and encourage human relations. And the attitude of the doctrine is based on free will and the principle of non-aggression. Was for that reason it was very popular at the time. Seen over the long term, realism is the dominant theoretical traditional in ER. Why? Realism will have to the word commune sensing the skull with physical basis and all Thucydides, Machiavelli and Hobbes, who first and illustrate realist language. The state is perceived as a supreme entity of significant relevance, and on this concept there is also a variability that holds to elucidate the same import of interesting, since classic realism also object to the immutability of the state in itself as historical product, and assumes that with the time this earthly will also have to change, but keeps the products of interest to this new organization, which reinforces what we live today and the national interest of each country. Why do scholars have per theories? What are your one theoretical preference? Personally, liberalism is a doctrine that I consider appropriate for the years and for the government of the countries, since the state will not have an intervention in the life of individual. So we can have our one business and one business and distribute the capital has best we luck. So everyone will receive what the deserves. That is, as I said before, similar to capitalism, since the state will not hand in the way money moves, but will only inspector of the market and will grant complete freedom to the individual. Unlike the realists, liberalists believe that the nature of human society and its political representation as the state is qualitatively exposed to change. Therefore, the political form of society can evolve and at some point leave the domain of the state, selfishness, and national individualism, and is term that means the cooperations, interstation, and interaction between different states on the basis of moral ideals and common values is possible under certain circumstances. Thank you, teacher.